not special. There's Chris Caggs coming out with his morning coffee. And this is Matt over here. He's on getting out of the house. His mother-in-law's there. Yeah, gotta make it up, man. Let's go inside. There's Keith at the coffee machine. That's the menu. These are the people that make my breakfast. He just went hiding behind the counter. There he is, hiding. Yeah, say hi to my mom. Yeah. Yeah. That's Bohemian Bagels. That's why they should come to Prague.
Because it's absolutely beautiful here. The people are nice and the food is cheap, but not the food isn't good.
Food's not good?
That's why we're having bagels.
Bagels are good.
Yeah, you can get really good crystal and really good garnish.
My mom doesn't do crystal.
Why would anybody need to be convinced to come here anyway?
Because they live in a trailer. I don't know.
It's beautiful.
See, these places are finally getting reconstructed. And even though the flood was pretty bad, there's a lot of basement cleaning going on in Prague. This was all the junk that was in somebody's basement. As you can see, there's lots of nice old architecture. This is a hostel that's closed right now because of the flood. So yeah, this is a really old building. Some really cool architecture. And it got all flooded. Everybody's got their little pumps working. Get the water out. Where I'm standing right now would have been way deep underwater. I would even say that the water went above this, up at this level. I'll show you some markers later. That's the old water mill over there. Doesn't do anything anymore, it just turns. Must have been really cranking though during the flood. That's the iron gate. As you can see, Czech workers hard at work. Yep, hard at work like everybody thinks this thing's gonna be fixed in a year or two. These two guys have been doing nothing for about an hour since I've been around this area. Lots of houses like this one here got flooded out. It's a cute old house though. It'd be nice to live in a place like this. Unfortunately can't. They got the money and they got no furniture. More construction work. I got the old ladies working out here today, shoveling up stuff. More effective labor in the Czech Republic. More pumping out things. More TV for you and me. It's going to take a long time to fix this place up, but it's got such beautiful architecture. Look at that, little statues of the guys. Isn't that just beautiful? Sorry it's so shaky. Just had 5 cups of coffee. Beautiful old building. Even older. This is the hills of Petrine. In the middle of all this traffic is a nice vineyard, the old King Stomping Ground. This is just one small part of the whole hill that everybody likes to go trek around in the bush. How's this for a school building? Imagine going to learn there. Isn't that nice? Here's the Danish embassy and a pile of garbage and all the buildings all messed up from the damage of the flood. Rodina v Americka.
Dobrý den, zdravím rodinu Americe.
Jo, dobrý. Well, that was a little sidewalk tour just to show you, you know, what the sidewalks in Prague look like as you walk around drunk in the day and night and everything. I miss you guys. I wish you guys could see this yourselves, truly. But I look pretty silly standing here with a video camera, so I'm gonna go. And this is the Danish embassy. Nice slogan. There's a guy working inside. Everybody going by. This is Malteskin Amnesty. This is the square of the Knights Templar. There's a nice old statue. Beautiful statue. Of course, name of religion. A friend of mine used to live right over there in that window with the plants. Now there's some young students living there. And this is the cathedral of the Knights Templar from back in the days of the Crusade. The Knights Templar gave rise to the Masons. They were the ones who fought the Crusades in the Holy Wars and made all the money from the last time the West attacked the Christian world. This is a vineyard here, Vinarna. This is from 1548, French restaurant. Bread truck. Old building, man. Really old. There's the mother and the baby. Made in the 13th century. Yep. This is the embassy of Malta. That's their little symbol there. Isn't that just beautiful? That's just everywhere. Look at that detail. More workers from the flood. This is the French embassy here. It used to be the secret police headquarters. Now it's the French and the EU. United States of Europe. Watch out, US. This is a house on the flood zone. And that's the river. More of the flood. This is an old mill wheel here. It's kind of damaged from the flood and everything, as you can see. Very old. This says in the year 1890 the water of the flood got this high. As you can see here, this time it came up quite a ways, about on that middle line right there. So if you can imagine how much water that was. Peel off all the plaster of these old buildings just to get the flood damage undone. Look at how it mixes there with brick and old rock. This is the old clay market where they used to get together and sell baskets and stuff like that. Now it's kind of been turned into a tourist zone. It was underwater. This building's still drying out. You can see how deep the water was. Way over the head. And this is the historic Charles Bridge. Built way back in the 1300s. It was a non-stop effort to save it from flood damage. It's the gateway to the old town from the new town. Closer. See a little bit more. Details of a medieval bridge. And this is the skyline of Prague that I love. Some tourists still running around. Not many. I live on this road along the river, but down more. And that over there is the National Theater, which looks like something by Louis Vuitton. Big old heavy bricks. Supporting the statues of saints. Very cool.
Do you think it's right to steal from people that you've known for a long, long time?
This is Diana.
Hello, Jenny.
She's in the wild shirt. Evelina. And this here is Jim from London. He's visiting.
Hi, mother.
Yes, there we go. Diana.
Say hi to my mother. Nice mother.
Smoke the cigar. Let me see you smoke the cigar.
I know very well to smoke a cigar. My second time.
There is the champagne.
Hello, mother.
Hello, Mom and Dad. How are you? Here I am.
This is Jeffrey. You're very, very gentle. Good.
Good.
Good. Very good boy. Oh man.
And what Diana loves.
You know, but back to my friend. 2 weeks ago, she came to Vienna for here and she lives in an army village, or you know, like she married with some soldiers.
And Ivana.
Hi, mother.
You have a really nice man.
I have to save the battery.
Battery. Jesus.
This is Chris Munoz and Mr. Moses. Munoz, ¿cómo se llama? Buenos días. And this is Moses. Moses, say hi to my mom. Say hi to my mom. It's my mom.
Hello, Mrs. Bennett. I'm Christopher, one of Jeff's better friends. I'm bouncing.
He's a big club promoter, and he makes razors for shaving young women.
Club promoter. I'm confused with somebody else.
Woo! Here we are. Yeah. The old markets in Prague. All the old architecture. It's really kind of nice. Right now, today, it's a big tourist strip. It's kind of where all the tourists walk down to the clock to watch the clock. This alley here in this street used to be a complete dive, and they have really fixed it up lately. As you can see, they're redoing the cathedral. It's kind of cool. Hey, hello, say hello everybody. This church brought to you by the Rhinex Corporation. Nice peaceful square in Central Europe. All brand new, didn't used to be there. Used to be a parking lot. This is cool shopping street. Not too much tourists right now because of the floods. It's a really cool street to get stuck behind a delivery truck on. And down there is Country Life, first vegetarian health food store in Prague for all those people who like to spend more on vegetarian than on meat. Some fashionable people. She's nice. She's cute. Stylish. That's Prague. Roar. The lion roars. course, they got stuff you guys love. Little wooden things. Decorations, little wooden train. Yeah, hey, is that your dad? Just kidding. Working chimney. This is a really cool old part of Prague, the old town square. This is the national Coors, the Czech Budweiser, although they claim they invented Budweiser too. This is the town hall where people get married. City of Prague. And there's the door where they come out after they get married. Famous Getting Married in Prague 1. This is the Orloj, the old clock. The guy who made it, they didn't want him to make it for any other town, so they went and they blinded him one night so he couldn't make another one. And when he was really old, he wanted to look at his machine once more, and he went in there and blind, he destroyed it, and it doesn't quite work. Japanese engineering firm tried to figure out how the thing worked even, and they couldn't figure out why it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. There's another clock. Isn't that beautiful? This is downtown. Pickpocket, and you had this big crowd standing around waiting for the clock. When they all look at the clock at midnight, they all get their pockets picked. This is the Tin Church. There's a dude buried there whose bladder burst because it was rude to get up while the king was still in the table. They buried him here. The French embassy is here. Nazis held big rallies in front of this building. It's very Germanic, this one. It's got a masculine right side and a feminine left side, size-wise of the towers. It's very old style. And this is Starometska, the old town square. The guy who built this building was put to death because the building extended out in the square. He did it anyways, even though he'd know he'd be killed. And that is Jan Hus. He is the national hero. He was preaching against Rome. He got a pass to go to Rome, but they burned him on the road. Czechs consider him their founding spiritual father. He was a Hussite. There was big wars in Europe, the 30 Years' War, the Hussite Wars, and that's him. They put a blindfold on him whenever the country gets occupied. Now, this building here, I'll show you a picture of later. It was their town hall, but the Nazis burned it down. Where I'm scanning where those trees are is where the buildings should have been. Up face against St. Nicholas Church over here, which is a very grand church. My friend Max and Marcella got married in there. This church was designed to be looked at from really close up and not far away, so all the statues are looking down. And then this is Pařížská Street. It's like La Jolla. And this is the old Jewish quarter, but it was tore down a long time ago and rebuilt. This is the Tržnice. And we're gonna go walk right over down that alley right there. I don't know if the lighting's so good on this, but I love the detail. Unicorn. Tourist rip-off joints. Up there in those windows, my friend Chris lives for about $150 a month. Big place. And these are the leftovers from the sandbaggers. They're still cleaning up after the flood, all this time later. But if you look how slow they work, you'll understand the Czech way. This here is one of the oldest buildings on the square, dating back to like the 1200s or some shit like that. It's a museum now. And what you're looking at is actually used to be the second floor All of this area here has these Roman era basements that actually used to be first floors, but they had to fill the town up with dirt during the flooding. So now it's just all tourists and normal folk and whatever. Now this side entrance here to that big tin church is where the beggars, atheists, and Jews had to petition to enter the church. That's what this mural depicts, their position in the world. You know, Germanic, Austrian influences still up there. Sinister. Last meeting. This building here was the Emperor Rudolph's residence while the castle was being rebuilt, set up for him by the merchants of the area. I'm talking back in the 14th century. Let me get out of the road. It's easy to get lost. This guy's got a whole lot of them. And it's an old chick car. The national chick car. This is similar to the one that I totaled. Really cool. Fun to drive. They're like Volkswagen Bugs. Motor in the back. Actually, Volkswagen owns the company now. As seen on TV. Streets of Prague. There's the back of the church. This is Mr. Chris Sanders, who likes to run and hide in dark corners whenever the camera appears. Say hi to my mom and dad, Chris.
Hi, Mom.
He runs a video shop and debauchery center. This here is the end of the Royal Road, part of the old gate wall where the royal procession would come through. Right through there, that was a gate to the outside of the city. So like most of the buildings that go this way were part of a wall. It's called the Most. This was much later rebuilt. And then this is a Cubist building made in the Cubist style. It's called it the House of the Black Madonna. She's all gold leaf there. It's from the 1920s. Very Cubist architecture. This is Soletna Street. There used to be a really groovy fashion club down to the left where that Mozart sign is. And they closed it. It's just a tourist drag now, all nice and clean. This door here, really ornate, used to represent a symbol of terror, like the rest of this building, which was used by the secret police to interrogate suspects. More old buildings. More of the Cubist House of the Black Madonna. So here we are again in another shopping district in the Czech Republic. This one here is called Na Příškopí, and it used to be a moat that I am standing in. This is a new shopping mall, Nieselbeck. Shop, shop, shop till you drop. Waiting for them hot dogs outside the McDonald's, right next to the Museum of Communism. So this is down on the main drag. Kind of like Christmas junk crap stuff everybody wants, everybody needs to buy. It's the tourist center of Prague. Done. Say hi.
Hello.
This is Zuzka. She's
Zuzka, joh.
Susanna
Susanna.
from the Netherlands. She's gonna take money out of the machine.
Hopefully.
She can go shopping.
I went shopping and now I don't have money anymore.
How are you?
I'm good. I didn't have a good sleep though, so I'm really tired.
So this is Wenceslas Square, named after good old Saint Wenceslas. His statue is located right there in front of the museum, which is this is the largest square in Europe that's not dominated by a cathedral. Trees, tourist shops, some really nice architecture. A friend of mine used to live up here. And that's the square. It's more of a rectangle. And Mr. Mel Gibson. The main post office. It's really beautiful inside. Shouldn't be recording. They're gonna kick. The street right about there used to be the sports bar, which was a really cool place to watch Simpsons, have hamburgers, play pool. Long closed. Old Prague. We're heading into the Czerny Passage. And all the cute girls go shopping. Woo! It gets all dizzy in the selection. And here we are inside the Czerny Passage. This is by David Czerny. We interviewed him on our Think TV show. He made a statue of Wenceslas from the horse, but actually something's wrong. The horse is dead. This is the Kino here. This palace was built by, or Passage or whatever, center, was built by the father of the president, or grandfather of the president, Havel. This would be him right here. His name was Engineer Václav Havel. This is the cafe of the Kino. Very turn of the century style. Very cool. There's lots of, I don't know, it's a nice place to come watch a movie and have a cup of coffee or listen to someone play the piano. The shop you would love, Mom. Kinds of nice stuff. There's teddy bears. Window shopping. They love to do it still. Yeah, they love the KFC. They love the McDonald's. Yeah. This is a school. This is where people buy their produce and stuff on the street every day because it's cheaper. And yeah, this is school. She's relaxing by the fish tank. Say hi to my mom. She's a maminka also.
Yes.
One mom, two and one. She has 4-year-old son, little Bubbish. This is Kieta, who had a very, very, very hard day at work today. She had meetings and papers and people just not paying their bills, and she's didn't even get off till 10 o'clock. It's terrible. Say hi to, that's Gary and Carol. That's my mom and my dad. And they're in Washington State.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Anything you want to say to Americans about anything?
Sorry?
Say anything to my mom? Anything?
I don't know that.
No? Tell them not to make a war in Iraq. That'd be good. Go ahead. No war in Iraq. No blood for oil. There we go. She doesn't care.
Of course.
Little puppy. Little puppy. You're famous. You want to be famous too, Mr. Orange? No, Mr. Orange goes hiding behind the rocks. There's the big mama. There he is. Hold on. I got the orange one right now. Big puppy who's always shy, hiding in the corner. I already showed them the aquarium before, but not so clean. Yeah, now it's recording. So this is one of my funky hats for lounging around the house. Should have worn it a little earlier, I guess. But this is me in my house. Somebody's gonna be subletting it while I'm in Thailand. I'll be in Thailand by the time you get this, Mom. Don't freak out. Nothing's gonna happen there. There's no war. There's no Osama bin Laden. No terrorists. Nothing to worry about at all. There it is, red dot.
Is there?
Yeah, Mom. So this is Michaela, the nicest girl I've ever watched a dog with in my life. And we're gonna go.
Hi, Mom.
She's gonna be a tour guide today. We're gonna go run around and look at things that we've seen before. Say hi, Mom. Tell her why she should come to Prague.
Hey, Mom, you should come to Prague.
Why?
Because it's beautiful.
And because?
It's worth to see it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, here we are on the square at night. That's the museum, as you can see. It's all lit up really beautifully. Got the angels up there and everything. That's the square. That's the taxi. They like to rip you off. This is the Cafe Imperial in the Hotel Imperial. It's a really beautiful place. Every time you buy a coffee, you get a free donut. Let's see. It's got a really beautiful interior. For groups. Service sucks here. It's completely terrible. But it's a good place. We filmed a TV episode here. And that's my dad. This is Dorinda. She's going to be a doctor. She just finished her exams. Say hi.
Hi.
You can talk. Where are you from?
I'm from London.
London, England. My mom loves England. She has a pen pal from there. Tell her she should go.
Yes. First you should go to London. Then you should come to Prague. And then you should go back to London.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, her friend is from Colchester, Northampton. You don't know where it is, no? No, you're a London girl.
We're Londoners. We're the best. But
What?
your son is pretty cool too.
Oh, and that's sweet.
Yes, he is.
And why is Prague so cool?
Who?
Why is Prague?
Oh, Prague.
Or me? Yeah, why so cool?
Prague is cool because it's cheap. It's cheaper than London.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. It's beautiful as
Yeah.
well. It's pretty.
And you can't wait to get out of here.
I can't wait to get out of here now. Unfortunately, we don't have a very good relationship with the Czech people. But
Why not?
because they don't like foreigners.
Yeah, checks. But you can just ignore them. They're harmless.
You can.
There we go. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Starometska, the Prague Marathon tent, marathons in town. And there's the church. Amazing, isn't it? So this is the Prague Castle. This is the city of Prague at night. Really nice. I'm going to switch it over to the night vision. It doesn't look much better, but I find it really beautiful because that's where I live. They just sit there with their cups kneeled out and they bow, and that's how they make their money. And that there is the National Theater. And that's the River Road. Once again, the castle. That cathedral there was originally built way back in like 600, then 900, then 1200s. That's St. Nick's Cathedral right there. It's under reconstruction. The bell just fell apart, which foretold the flood that was coming. Pretty recent, actually. This is the old guard tower. That's the gate to the little town. Through there you had to have a pass way back in the days. Statues on the bridge, you can see their silhouettes. And we're on the other side. There's some detail of the tower, the guard tower. It's at the hotel restaurants at the Three Ostriches. And I don't know if you can see these grooves here in this, but that's where the executioners used to await their charges, and they would sharpen their axes in the wall. And the higher up axe marks, and then down was the lower axe marks from when they used the more humane axe. Published Mr. Alex Zajcek, former senior editor at Think Magazine. Say hello to my mom.
Did you get that thing,
Huh? Just borrowed it to make a video for my mom. What you working on? What do you do here?
I'm a journalist.
Journalist, yeah? So he keeps a journal.
Yeah.
And that journal's name is The Pill. The Prague Pill. Is there a Bratislava pill?
Not yet.
Not yet. So tell my parents why they should come to Prague.
Because it's cheap.
Yeah, you're like the 100th person that said that first thing,
That's what
right?
you want to hear, right?
Yeah, and it's easy, huh?
Yeah, too easy.
So how is Prague like, how's the Czech Republic like Washington State?
There are trees outside the cities.
Yeah. Little villages.
Yeah. Mushrooms.
Yeah, okay. Beer.
Beer.
Rednecks and trailers. Rednecks and trailers, alright. And this is the cathedral. It's under renovations right now. This is Malostranska Náměstí, which means the little side square. Over there is a government building, parliament or something. And this is the Yugoslav embassy. And a football player.
Diese weg.
See, lots of cool ceramic stuff, glass works. You would go crazy, Mom. You would love it. And there's the gateway to the other side of town that we were at last night that I showed you. Republic. This is the road that I was just walking on where they're playing soccer. The red rooftops. And there's the castle of Prague, which is actually a bunch of castles. And this hill over here is Petrine, where the king used to go play around. He had his vineyard there. The French gave them a miniature Eiffel Tower. You can see it there. And what is that? Oh my God, it's the American flag. That's the American Embassy. Lovely little rooftop garden in the middle of Prague. What a great camera, huh? We just sit around and talk. And this is the Charles Bridge. And there's the other tower. And if you look way in the back there, the Tomorrowland statue there, it was built by the communists. It's the radio tower. The Czechs call it the Prick of Prague. It's up in Žižkov. Downtown Prague, not really, just a few office towers. And let's see if we can see my house. There's the bridge by my house, the train goes by. And there's my building right there on the center, really shaky. Everywhere, old stuff. Boat on the river. And that's the Four Seasons Hotel that was just built. And there's that church, the tin church. See it from here. The Powder Tower. Another old tower. And that over there is the telephone company. taking advantage of the flood works to rebuild something that didn't get flooded, the roof. Let's see how hard he's working. He ain't doing shit. He just stands around wasting time. Oh, I got a little bit more there. Mexicans work faster. Think about it, dude. Just sit there a little slow. Yeah. There's his buddy just staring at the wall too. Look how slow they move. Somebody left a suitcase laying around. The architecture beautiful. In wood, rocks from when they built the castle, pieces of old statues. Pretty neat, huh? A lot of detail. I'm looking in complete darkness right now. I can't even see the detail, but the night vision is great, isn't it? That's how steep the stairs are. That's what I just climbed up. Now I'm going to go down, because those are my feet. Yep, still wearing ugly shoes. This little piece of technology holding the place together. Ornate lattice work. Isn't it beautiful? And we should go look at the statues now. These are the ones you saw last night in silhouette. That's the guy with the cross. Yeah, on the tower. This one is really sinister. They've got the Saracen Turk guarding the gate there. And if you look in the gate, you can see. We'll turn the night vision on. Whoa, no. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can see the Jews and sinners. Every now and then they got to replace the statues, so the clean ones. They are reproductions. And this is a little stream. An old mill wheel down there. Oh, it's not a mill, it's stairs. The statue of Jesus going up or coming down, can't tell. There's a neat story about this little thing here. That candle is always lit. And you can see these washer wringer rollers on the sides of the window frame. Actually, it's not just a window frame, it's a portrait. It looks just glared. Anyways, there was a cleaning lady who lived in this building here. And she lost her hands in those ringers there. She was crippled and she prayed to that saint forever and ever. And eventually she got her use of her hands back. So it was a miracle. Yay. Well, you can see they're still dealing with the flood damage here. Over there, working hard. Yeah, work hard. Stand around. Think about it. What am I gonna do? I'll just stand here for a while. I'm paid $1 an hour. Why not? I'm doing a thing, getting paid for it. Loving it. Little tourist boat. And that's the Hunter's Island right there. It was completely submerged. I got to watch the flood from that bridge. It's called Leggy Most. the Legionnaires Bridge. And there's the National Theater in the daytime. Maybe we'll go over there. Flooded, big time. Working on it. And of course, then always a tourist. Get your picture taken on the Charles Bridge. Or sell your junk. Working hard, hawking those gears. You watch the original Mission Impossible movie where they're in Prague. The building which is supposed to be the embassy is this building, and they come out the back right there, out of that exit. And they walk over to what used to be a fence right there, but is now gone. And actually the fence was there. And that's where the guy gets stabbed. And this here, they say if you touch this scene, you'll always return to Prague. As you can see, everybody's rubbed it. It's the story of the defenestration. The guy's getting thrown off the bridge right there. He's all rubbed down. People started rubbing the dog. Don't know why. I guess it looks nice, all polished. That's St. John of Potomac or whatever. Campa Park. There's the big guy. And his little cross. Now this one here, the Jews in Prague want removed. As you can see the Hebrew letters there. This one guy mocked Christ or something like that back in the day, and his punishment was to build this and say that God is, or Jesus is the host of hosts. See the details. Skull of death, placard, and these guys, which have been playing here every day since I got here. And they kind of suck. They consider themselves New Orleans ragtime. Who's Henry? That's the cross. Jesus after he came down from it. See, there's a lot of crap still in the river. Still kind of getting full. These three businesses were completely flooded out. Like, the water came up over that balcony, so you can imagine what that does. Again with the sword in hand. Load of saints on the church there. Statues everywhere.
He was here in the age of gold.
King Charles. See, they're doing a bit of construction here because of the flood. All the drains got plugged up, so they had to tear it all up and replace it. More old doors with the old This is the National Library. You see, very exciting, blurry ride. Look at that. It's Liliova Street. See way down there, Irish Bar. World famous James Joyce. This is how they make the sidewalks in Prague. They hammer in all those little rocks. Big piles. Lots of little alleys like this all over. Just winding streets. What goes around there? There's lots of old Prague left. They're slowly polishing it over though. Really hard day of work. He's drunk. They start drinking beer at like 9 in the morning. You can see all these worker guys. He's drunk. He's gonna take a piss somewhere. Alright, slowly. There's some Greek graffiti for a Greek soccer team. Mom, before I leave Prague, I promise I'll get you a nice doll. Isn't she adorable? Oh. With a Czech soldier, he's guarding the street. Dobrý den. Dobrý. Výborný. Děkuji. And in the Czech Republic, they don't go grocery shopping too much for the weekends. They buy everything every day that they need. We got here Little Caesar's Pizza Station from back in the day when this was built right after the falls of communism. The only Little Caesars in Europe. And this is the fruit market where everybody buys their fruit. Been here since the days of communism. A little bit of capitalism. Hey, it's our soccer playing guys. All the way on the other side of town. Hey Mom, this is my good friend Anna, who is traveling the world like you should have when you were 19 years old. Say hi, Anna.
Hi.
Say anything to my parents?
Jeffrey loves you.
What do you guys think of Washington? We always hear what Oregonians think of California, but what do they think of Washington?
I got a lot of family in Washington, but it's mostly
That was it.
loggers.
Shit. I can't believe it was that short. That? These are new stands that weren't here before. There's a nice old lady. There. Oh, nice mommy. Dobro hut. Government buildings. And the old square I was telling you about. This is actually called National Triangle. And these are Czech business people. Off on their way to the pub. Why I love Prague. Love Prague. This is where the bums hang out now.